Sacked in the morning. That's what Newcastle fans are singing there about Eric Ten Hag. I don't know about the morning, but I can't see Ten Hag lasting it out now. I don't know how long he'll last. I just think he's finished. The body language of him, what's happening on the pitch, what's happening before. We started this game today, starting with Iran again. That's mysterious on its own. There's more to that story. I don't care what anyone says. There's something drastically going wrong. We're hearing lots of noises right now at the training ground that things are not right. You can tell just by the way they walk out on the pitch. I mean, today, that was a half-hearted Newcastle team. So, against Manchester City, you accept that you get beaten by a much better side. Fair enough. We can argue the 50-50s and everything like that. I've been in on the players about that. But this was a depleted Newcastle side, and they beat us in second gear. We were an absolute disgrace to the shirt again there tonight. I mean, the boos, I keep saying it, the boos ring out Old Trafford every time a whistle is blown for half-time or full-time these days. This is the biggest shout and the biggest cheer of the day from the United fans. To hear players like Martial being cheered and booed off, another absolute waste of space. Get out of this club, Tony. Your time is done. It's players like him and players like Marcus Rashford right now walking around with their heads up their arses thinking that they're hard done to. They're the problem at Manchester United. You know what? It's just hard to see anyone on that team who wants to be here. They don't want to be playing under Eric Ten Hag. Ten Hag has lost this team. He's lost this squad completely. To bring off the likes of Casemiro and Dalot, they were the nucleus last season of why everything was good about what Ten Hag was doing in this team. They were the players that we looked to and thought, you know what, they're ones that have improved. We're actually talking about Dalot as a player that's improved under Ten Hag. And straight away today, hauled off at half-time. First time I've seen that happen to him. First time I've seen Casemiro, and that was our captain. Casemiro, our captain, hauled off at half-time because he was shit. Absolute dog shit. Unbelievable. And that set the tone through the whole team. And then in the second half, just decisions that Ten Hag is making. Giving the captain's armband to Victor Lindelof. I mean, Harry Maguire was his captain last season and played alongside him. Why don't you just add to the confusion and just the craziness which is this team at the moment? I don't understand him. I don't understand what he's doing. There was a moment there, and I filmed it on my vlog, which will be out tomorrow, where a player was down for Newcastle and all the players went over, the Newcastle players went over to Eddie Howe. He carried all the players around. Ten Hag just sat on his ass. And our players just strolled around the pitch, wandering around, no direction, not know what's going on. You take the opportunity to, you know what, get the players together, give them a bit of a kick up the arse, show the fans that they're actually being taught a lesson, show the fans that you've actually got some desire still. I've never wanted a manager to be sacked. I'll always give managers time. I want Ten Hag to have his chance, but I know what the writing is. I know what's on that wall right now, and it's Ten Hag is going to get the sack because these players have given up again. It's the same old. Ralph Rangnick said it. Solskjaer wouldn't say it because he was scared of what had happened to him at the football club. They won't let an outsider come in and dictate. I said it, something was wrong in the summer. Something was off from that pre-season tour. Ten Hag started talking like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was talking absolute crap, making excuses for all the players. Not going to a press conference this week. Come on. Now, tell me that something's not wrong when that happens. You cannot, when you're a manager of Manchester United, just call off a press conference when people want answers. It's one of the biggest clubs in the world, and you just say no? I'm sorry, it can't happen. There's clearly something wrong with inside Manchester United. He brings on Rashford and Bruno and Højlund when we're 3-0 down. What's the point? I mean, good God. We know we're struggling with injuries. We know that it's been a tough run of games. But we're out of 3 competitions and it's the first week of November. That's what we need to let sink in. Because right now, Manchester United, I mean, clinging on to the champion, I could probably see them sacking him to get a bit of a bounce off someone else just to get us through this Champions League stage and get into the last 16 to get the money in, just to balance the books. That's where we're at with it right now. This team, I've just got no support from. People are messaging me in that game there saying, if Ten Hag is sacked, then they won't be supporting these players. They literally are the most, I don't know what the word is for them, actually, petulant, spoiled, overpaid bunch of absolute prima donnas I've ever known. We're the easiest team in Europe to play against right now. It's open season at Manchester United. Never mind Black Friday. Come and get what you want from Old Trafford even earlier. Christmas, Thanksgiving, anything you want, any holiday you want, just come to Old Trafford. It's open season. We partied like the Red Sea for that goal for Willock in the second half. Their first attempt, You just know United. The crowd will get up. There'll be a bit of a boisterous sort of like a bit of energetic sort of attempt to make it look like they're doing something early doors in the second half. The crowd got a little bit up, but then again, one attack for Newcastle, game over, and it's game over for Ten Hag. I don't know how he turns it around. I'm always optimistic. You know what I am. You know I like to look on the positive side where I can. I'm no positives from anything at all what's going on with this club right now. I'm really not. You've got young players like Garnacho now who are sinking, struggling. They're being dragged down with this ship. They're being dragged down with it. And it's painful to watch. How are they supposed to improve as players? I just don't know. I don't know. There's players here that just want out of this football club. I feel like there's more in that Varane story. I've said it. I feel like Ten Hag is gone. I don't know who's going to be hanging around by the time the summer comes. I think it's just now. I think it's just a guessing game is when Ten Hag is actually going to go. And it's sad. It really is. Because it's not all his fault. Again, the players have let themselves down, have let the fans down, and they will keep on doing it as long as they don't get their way. Man up, for God's sake. Actually be a man. Be a United player. I'm out of here, guys. Let me know what you think. I don't know. Is there anything I missed? Drop your comments in below. Like, share and subscribe as always. Cheers for watching. I know it's a sad one, but we're in it together.